years, corporations lined their pockets with rainbow merch and parade sponsorships. But when Project 2025 rolled in, they didn't stand with the community that made them rich. They backed the movement trying to erase them. Welcome back to Theocracy Watch, where we track how Christian conservatism influences not only government, but also shapes corporate behavior and the social standards that follow.
This is Theocracy Watch.
This Pride season, some of the most recognizable corporate sponsors are withdrawing from parades, scaling back the merchandise, and distancing themselves from public LGBTQIA support. Add insult to injury, financial records show many of these same companies are quietly donating to lawmakers and political groups pushing dehumanizing legislation. This pattern raises serious questions about who corporations really serve when inclusion becomes inconvenient. The queer community represents a powerful economic force, estimated at $3.9 trillion globally and $1.4 trillion in annual US spending power alone. That's a lot, y'all. For years, corporations leaned into that reality, rolling out Pride-themed merchandise, sponsoring parades, and launching marketing campaigns that promised year-round inclusion, all while making buku bucks off of bodies. But in 2025, the tone has changed. Companies such as Target, Bud Light, Meta, PepsiCo, Comcast, MasterCard, and Citi have either withdrawn or reduced their Pride sponsorships. Some withdrew products entirely, others ended long-term partnerships. Major events like San Francisco Pride and World Pride DC lost multiple corporate sponsorships. Now, public findings show these same companies continue to fund conservative politicians actively working to dismantle gay rights and body autonomy. Be so for real now. You're going to just cash in Pride checks just to hand them over to politicians trying to erase us? Deloitte, which previously launched a Queer All Year hashtag campaign, donated $679,000 to lawmakers and PACs backing anti-LGBTQIA legislation. AT&T gave more than $1.2 million to politicians with 0 ratings from the Human Rights Campaign. Comcast, CVS, Amazon, and Walmart have all contributed to candidates who oppose the Equality Act, support gender-affirming caravans, and promote censorship of gay education content. But sure, throw a rainbow on a tote bag and call it solidarity. Delulu is the Salulu, apparently. No business should have more human rights than actual human beings, and bankrolling oppression with impunity. Allyship is only transactional to corporate America. They chase profit margins off of people living in the margins, which is why BDS matters. If our existence is just another line item, then pooling our money is the least we can do, because allyship should not be for sale. So until next time, stay curious. Making lots of money off of rainbow pride merch and t-shirts and parades and all that. Now it's crickets.
And this isn't just political, though. This is, somebody could say, yeah, this is just politics because there's the anti-DEI, but the political side of that is driven by religion. It's the anti-gay, anti-trans stuff that drives this stuff.
Well, again, this is one of those funny instances that just like, I will remind folks when they're getting a tattoo that it's banned in the Bible, right? And it's just a few verses earlier that being a gay person is banned, right? So like you'll see a cherry pick right there, right? So like here, it's okay for me to get a tattoo because, Jesus made that okay. Well, why did it not make it okay for all of these other sins as well?
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So like it's a funny little cherry pick example for me.
They just use the Bible to back up their hate. They ignore anything that could be pulled out from the Bible that's good and maybe helpful.
Yeah, nobody ever says context when it's something that they think sounds good.